I'm here to tell you guys. 3 Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to libraviews. I'm Charlene. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. So I'm here to talk about the 3rd episode of Real Housewives of Potomac season 6. Okay, I didn't get a chance to make a video last week, and I really wanted to because it was a really good episode, but there was just a lot going on last week. So I'm here to review episode 3. So the episode opens up, and it's Miss Robin. She's in the bed asleep, okay? Now, we already know that Juan has a problem where Robin's sleeping in and not getting her day started up and about until about 2 p.m. I thought it was absolutely hilarious when she go in the room to wake her son up 3 minutes before his goddamn class, okay? I'm like, Robin, how you still have to have some type of structure with the kids, even though they're doing virtual, or they were doing virtual, you know what I'm saying, schooling. And I'm like, this is what Juan is talking about. But I'm just like, girl, you don't wake up 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nothing. They ain't even got to brush their teeth. Them kids gonna have a hard time when they actually have to go back to school, because you have to wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face. If you didn't take a shower the night before, you got to take a shower, put your clothes on. If you didn't pick out your clothes the night before, pick your clothes out. That is gonna be hard getting them boys back, you know, together if you waking them up 3 goddamn minutes before they have to be to class. Come on, Robin, get it together, Robin. We go to, I believe we go to Candace. I didn't take any notes, so I'm just talking randomly or whatever. But I believe we go to Candace or whatever. And, oh, no. It was Miss Karen. Miss Karen, because I remember Ray bent down with them knees. You know, poor Ray. He was like, ugh. But at least he was trying, you know what I'm saying? He's supporting his wife. We already know that Karen has her, you know, perfume line. But now she's doing her wig line. Her wig was actually cute. Now y'all know when Karen first came on the scene, Karen's wigs used to be back here. It used to be all head. Like, all this was just head, okay? And her wig was back here. But her wigs is cute. You know what I mean? I'm loving the elevation of Miss Karen, the Grand Dame, you know, from season 1 to now. It is definitely a big change, and I'm here for it. And Ray is by her side, supporting her every inch of the way. Good job, guys. And so then now I think it goes to Miss Candace. Or did Ashley and Giselle meet up for lunch? Let's go with Ashley and Giselle meet up. Ashley meets up with, you know, Giselle. She walks in with her, the big belly, you know, so, you know, you can tell Ashley's ready to pop. I thought it was really sweet that Giselle had got her food first, but she had gave it to Ashley. She's like, no, you're pregnant. Like, you know, if you're, you know, having complications or whatever, eat your food, girl. Like, I can eat later. I thought that was really nice. And basically Ashley got started with the mess real quick off top and was like, you know, Mia said this and this about you, said that, you know, you were just a pretty face, was talking all this stuff. And Giselle brought it up and it was like, that's funny that, you know, she said that, because ever since that party, Mia has been texting us and Robin in like a group chat. She wished us happy Valentine's Day. So it's kind of like, girl, you know, what's going on? Like, why the backpedaling or whatever? And of course, Ashley had me down when she made the comment about her coochie, and she was like, and you know, that Mia, I like Mia, but I think Mia is just a smidge fake, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because she definitely said a lot of different stuff. But we'll get there, okay? But Ashley, you know, brought up, you know, the whole situation with Giselle. And Giselle was like, I'm going to, you know, confront her about that. And then we go to Candace or whatever. I think Candace is super cute with her stepkids. When you look at Candace's like aesthetic, you would not think that she has like this white husband with these white kids up in the house, and she's just trotting around with her books and cup of tea. Like, Candace low key is like a little cute, like a little funny, like, you know what I mean? And I thought it was hilarious how she goes down to meet her. What is her husband named Michael? I know that's Ashley's man's name. For the love of God, when I get in front of the camera, I cannot remember what Candace's white daddy with a black dick what his name is. I gotta work on that. But anyway, she goes down to see her little husband, her boo. He in the bar, organizing the bar. And she was like, if my mom was here, she would basically talk shit about how, we drink too much. And then her mom conveniently calls. She turns the camera, and the first thing she says is, "You're drinking during the day?" And, her white husband was talking all that shit. Like, I'm grown, I'm this, I'm that. But when her mama was on the phone, he was like, it's later on in the day. He punked up real quick. You had all that smoke before she got on the FaceTime. What is her husband's name? Oh, Lord. Drop down in the comment section and tell me what Candace's husband's name is. I can't remember. So I think we go... Did Wendy have a scene before this? What was Wendy doing? She meets with Karen. I know that, Karen and her meet to talk about, Wendy's candle line. And, Karen was just giving her advice from, I guess, her experiences. She's like, the budget, double it. You know what I mean? You gotta, why would people want to buy your product? And she really had Wendy kind of thinking and getting her wheels twirling. But I really don't think that Wendy was coming from a negative space because, I don't think she was coming from a negative space. Sorry, I just thought of something. I don't think she was coming from a negative space because, she's really done this before, and she's really trying to tell you, like, girl, if you want to be successful, this is what you have to do. So I thought that was really nice. Wendy meets Robin at her, hat warehouse. I think it's dope that Robin clearly has expanded her hat line. 350 orders a day. That's kind of a lot. Like, even if the hats are like $10, you can do the math with that. Like, that's not bad money, especially for a day's work. She clearly moved the business from her home to an actual warehouse. So she's moving it, up. Hey, if Robin has a lifestyle where she can sleep till 2 p.m., you see why Juan could have a problem with that. But, Juan, he might want to have an active wife. But, clearly she's bringing in the coins. So if sis wants to sleep and wake her kids up 2 minutes and 57 seconds before they got to be to school, let her do it. She making the money. She's bringing the coin. Now, I ain't even going to lie. The way Robin is a little bit kind of unorganized and a little all over the place with her business, even her warehouse looked a little unorganized. She's sleeping till 2 o'clock. The kids, are being late for school. It's kind of questioning how y'all lost all that money in the first place. Remember how when they first came on and they, were really, really struggling and talking about how they had lost all this money because a friend robbed them blind. But the way it seems, excuse me, as careless as, Robin seems, it's kind of like, girl, did this guy did he really finesse you, or did you kind of give the money away, or were you just irresponsible? Because the way you're carrying it now, it just seems a little, but that's neither here nor there. So they're in, Robin's hat warehouse, her, Wendy, and this new chick, I think her name is Osaka. I'm not trying to be funny if I'm getting it wrong. She's from Ethiopia or whatever. She's a cute little chick, cute style. When they came in, and they introduced themselves and, they, talked or whatever and talked about the business, blah, 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 blah. So when Giselle was at the lunch with Ashley, Giselle brought up the fact that she wanted to throw her kind of like a baby shower party, pampering thing, because she felt like when she was on her second birth with the twins that she didn't really get a lot of attention and just kind of felt left out and nobody really cared about her, so she wanted to make Ashley feel special, and so the ladies are preparing for that. Did Candace and Karen meet before the party? I think they did. So Candace had invited Karen over to her house. Karen goes, I thought Karen looked really cute in her red outfit with her fur, and her, designer, what I'm saying, her bag, she looked cute. She came up to Candace's house, and Candace was very welcoming, and Karen was definitely giving her compliments on her home. Candace does have a very, very nice home. Candace and her white daddy with a black dick did the damn thing with that. So they come over, and basically Monique, now this was kind of like a big moment because Monique and Karen kind of have been upset about the whole situation with Monique, rightfully so. And basically Candace, basically wanted to know if after time passed, after analyzing certain things, does she see why Candace was upset, and would she do something different? Karen's answer was no. Karen said, I would have carried the situation the same way. Now, I feel two ways about the situation, because I've definitely been in a situation before where I felt like a friend kind of didn't have my back in a situation when I needed them to. And we got past it. But years later, I asked that friend, I said, I didn't even ask the friend. It just randomly came up. But somehow it came about, and that person said that they would do that again. That which caused us to fall out years ago, they said they would have still done the same thing. And I'm not even gonna lie. From that point, I was still cool with that person. There was no like animosity, but I definitely felt some type of way, because now, do I think that the situation I went, I'm not gonna get into details about it, but do I feel as though the situation with me and the situation with Candace and Karen are kind of different in like the actual details of the situation? Yes. But as far as Candace feeling like, damn, like you would do the same exact, like you feel the same way, like you wouldn't have my back, or you wouldn't do that aspect of it, I understand how she feels, because it's kind of like, how can I move forward with you if this is what we fell out about before, because I felt like you didn't have my back, and if you feel like you would do the same thing in the present, how can I like feel, because if it were to happen again with another person, that's how you would carry it, and I ain't so I get her on that. But in Karen's side, to be honest, Karen definitely did remain as neutral as possible. What I think Candace wanted Karen to do was completely ice Monique out. And that's not that's not what Karen was going to do. She was going to have Candace's back, and she was going to have Monique's back. She wasn't going to, Monique and her were friends. Karen acknowledged more than once that Monique had fucked up. Monique had acknowledged, even in front of the girls, she said, you need to make this right, because this is not right. So I understand how Karen would be like, no, I would have your back the same way I would have my. Now, I could see if Karen and Monique were not friends at all. Like, I could see if Candace and Karen were cool, but Karen and Monique weren't. And then Karen still took that approach. But she was cool with both of y'all. So you can't really, it's really hard being a neutral friend. It really, really is hard being a neutral friend. But you can't really fault somebody for trying to kind of be kind of middle ground. It's one thing if it's if somebody you don't like, or it's your enemy and they have no connection. Like, that's one thing. But it's kind of like you being friends with a cousin and a sister. You know what I mean? And the cousin and the sister fall out. It's like, I know y'all family and everything, but like, I'm not taking those, like, I might have met you first, but like, I'm cool with both of y'all. Like, I'm not doing this. So I understand both of them on that, you know, but I think Candace's response of, I'm just going to fall back. I'm just going to, you know, do what I have to do, keep my distance or whatever. I think that was a very smart move. Moving forward to the, I forgot Mia. So we get in a little bit to Mia's personal life. She talks about, now what I really like about Mia, the bitch is fucking fake. I feel like she's kind of fake. I'm just gonna say it. Mia's kind of fake. You know, she's trying to get in where she fits in. But what I do like about Mia is that she's not afraid to talk about her personal life. She's not afraid to expose, and we need that. Nobody wants to be going to dinner and fighting and watching these hoes fight and argue. We want to know about your personal life. We want to know about your mom. We want to know about the drug problems. We want to know about the foster care. Not saying we want to know about the struggle,